Confucius once said that there are three ways to become wise. The first way is through experience, which unfortunately is also the bitterest or the most painful path. And that's because, as the book of Proverbs similarly puts it, it means that you have to learn from your own failures and mistakes, which means that you have to go through the misery that these experiences bring. In other words, you have to suffer the costs. And as Proverbs also says, this is the fool's path for how to arrive at wisdom. Why? Well, because there are two better ways that you can get there, as Confucius also notes. Because the second path is to learn wisdom by imitation. That is to observe the patterns that lead to a happy and successful life, and then you do likewise. This is the easiest way to get there, to just copy the ways of being, thinking, and doing that produces good results in life. You keep company of great people and do what they do, because by nature we are wired to be excellent copiers. The wisdom here, however, comes from selecting the right role models for you to copy. And unfortunately, this can be quite difficult, particularly in the 21st century, where through a medium like this, pretenses and pretenders are a dime a dozen. But then there is a third path, the path of reflection, which is not the easiest, but as Confucius says, it is the noblest path. And by noble, Confucius means that here we attain the total good, the fullness of our personhood. By understanding and thinking about the principles behind the good practices that others do, that bring them to a good life, you actualize the fullness of your potential and kind. You come to understand why doing X and not Y is the better option, for instance, even as on the surface, both can seem very similar. Reflecting on the principles of why certain things work well in life and why certain others don't quite hit the mark ensures that you are protected against pretenses and pretenders, while at the same time you grow deeper mentally, deeper spiritually as a person. Because, as Stephen Covey once said, the enemy of the great is most often not the bad. That's too easy. Most people can spot the difference between the two. The greatest enemy of the great is most often the pretty good. Till next time, this is John Angeli with the Center for Meaningful Leadership.